That is to say, they will play defense by keeping the ball out of Melrose hands. If Wakefield has a lot of 3-and-out series, then I think they might be in for a long day. They need to hold on to the ball, not allow Melrose to operate. Defensively, the Warriors are capable of doing the job. They've done the job in every game except Winchester. We'll probably find out today if the Winchester game was an aberration or exactly what, because this Melrose team played Winchester extremely tough, losing them by the virtue of 1 extra point. So if you look at that game as a means of comparison, Melrose with a substantial edge. The game, the field that is in excellent condition, maybe a little greasy, but as the game goes on, it's going to dry out. Early on today, the field was covered with frost, but right now it is in excellent shape. We're waiting for the captains to go out there, for the captains to flip the coin, decide which end of the field they want, but we have been blessed with, once again, a gorgeous, sunny field. Wakefield needs to also hold on to the ball. Wakefield has fumbled the ball 27 times this year and have lost 14. Melrose, on the other hand, they have fumbled 14 times and lost 9. So Melrose with a statistical edge coming in the ball game. But you and I know that the game is not won on the field of statistics. It is going to be won, and probably like every other football game, on the offensive and defensive lines as the captains are getting ready, meeting the officials. Unfortunately, one of the Warrior captains, the most effective runner, is in civilian clothes, Mike Casoli, walking out there. And this is unfortunate because I believe, if my information is correct, this is the 3rd Thanksgiving Day in a row that Mike has missed. And that certainly is a heartbreak for any young man. So now we're having the 2 coaches walk out in the field, so they're probably going to square something away. But we'll be getting ready for the coin tosses. 2 outstanding coaches, 2 outstanding coaches staff, a lot of connections between these schools. As I mentioned in my pregame interview with George Heck, and George Heck, I was kidding with him that when they needed an athletic director, they came to Wakefield and took not only a great man, not only a great basketball coach, but just a great guy. So Sonny Lane over there steering the Melrose fortunes. Howard Eddy out in the field, along with the 3 tri-captains. Howard Eddy, a big tight end, 6'3", 220-pound senior. And we're waiting for the toss. Referee George Murphy giving the instructions out there. Concessi, Consoli, and Sweeney out there for the Warriors. Consoli in the long coat. Sweeney number 9 and Concessi number 32. Melrose won the toss. Melrose has elected to take the option at the start of the second half, so the Warriors will be receiving the ball to start it off. So Melrose opting to give the ball to the Warriors to start it off, maybe hoping to get Warriors a 3-and-out deep in the hole. We're still at least, I believe, 3-4 minutes away from the kickoff, as the preliminaries have been discussed. But we're going to have the national anthem, and it will be a moment of silence, as I mentioned at the beginning, in memory of my good friend and a good friend of many Warriors, Mr. Blanchard, Voice of the Warriors makes the announcement now.
For Chuck Oates, who died yesterday at the age of 26. Chuck graduated from Wakefield High School in 1982. He was the captain of the 1981 Wakefield High School football team and was a two-time Middlesex League All-Star. He was also an All-Star in life. Yesterday, he lost his 2-year battle with leukemia, and we will miss him dearly. We love you, Chuck. Moment of silence, please. Thank you. And now the Wakefield High School Marching Band and our national anthem.
Well, with the preliminaries slowly being taken care of, the hard-working drum majorettes and the pom-pom girls and everybody coming off the field, we're only, let's say, maybe a minute or so away from the kickoff of this 76 Melrose Wakefield football game. And when you really think about it, it is utterly amazing that George Heck has been at 50 of them. That's really, really amazing. And he's quite a gentleman. I've had a chance to talk with George a lot, a couple of times in the past, between periods, or maybe at halftime. George is on the stakes all the time. So that maybe has a lot to say about the magnetic appeal of schoolboy football. And I'm sure if I went around the stands on the Warrior side of the field, I could find a lot of people who can go back with a lot of memories. I look around, and Thanksgiving Day games, especially when we have a glorious day such as today, it becomes a reunion. People see each other. It becomes a one day where they have an opportunity to renew acquaintances as the Warriors begin to get ready to receive the kick. Anthony Eppolito up here doing some spotting for me. And back for the Warriors.
The Warriors will receive and defend the south end of Randigan Field.
We're going to see Mike Leone and Mike Leone and Mike Concessi, two able return men.
And the 32, Mike Concessi.
And the Warriors would like to put the ball into Leone's hands as there's the whistle. We're getting ready for the kickoff. And the ball is going to go to Leone. Leone at about the 15. Leone coming left. Leone. And good play right there by number 41, Dan Shoemaker of Melrose. Dan Shoemaker doing a good job right there. We could see it from our angle, just standing there waiting for Leone to come to him. But it's a good return. Line of scrimmage will be 32-yard line. Full house backfield, pretty much what is expected. Curran, Sweeney, Garrity, Raymond. Melrose playing a 4-3, basically, or maybe a 4-4. They'll shift in and out of it at times. First play of the game. That's Raymond, and Raymond is taken down in the backfield. Jim Murphy, number 57. 6'1", 180. And a penalty. First play of the game. Judging by the... Oh, Melrose offside. Maybe that's why they could make the play in the backfield. So the Warriors will have 1st and 5. .37-yard line of scrimmage. Split backfield now. Raymond running east to west. Look like Jim Murphy again. Also Matt Dantzowitz. Matt Dantzowitz and Jim Murphy both doing the job. The play just about back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down. We'll call it 5. Full wishbone backfield now behind Curran. That's Garrity. Garrity's going to be close to the 1st down. And they look across. The tackle made by Dave Canizaro.
First down for the Warriors.
It is a 1st down. Dave Canizaro from Melrose, a 5'10", 148-pound sophomore. But Garrity got through there, right up the middle. And I think the Warriors are going to run the ball today. That's just a feeling of mine. They're going to use this wishbone. Once again, ball control being a defensive characteristic. That is to say, keep it away from Melrose. 1st and 10. Raymond for about 5. Right side. Casey Wolf on the tackle for Melrose. But that's a good 1st down play. About a good 5 yards. Line of scrimmage, the Warriors just about 1 yard short across in midfield. This play started on about their own 32.
2nd and 5.
That looked like Casoli, I believe. Mike Concessi. I'm not Casoli. I'm sorry. Mike's on the side. It's Concessi. Mike Concessi on a counter. Just across midfield. Stopped by Bernard Finelli.
3rd down and 2.
All right, 3rd and 2 for the Warriors. They have crossed midfield. Line of scrimmage to 49. First down. Concessi. Left side. Justin Maeda on the tackle. First down, though. Maeda, 5'7", 139-pounder. But when you see the number 29s making the tackle, that means the Warrior offensive line, Frangillo, Driscoll, Martin, Bogus, Cook, Muse are doing the job. 1st and 10, Warriors. Wishbone backfield, full wishbone. Keeper by Curran. Curran fakes the pitch. Curran cuts in. About 3.
Quarterback from Curran on the carry.
Jim Murphy, one of the tacklers. 6'1", 180-pound senior Jim Murphy, but not until Curran. Curran gets about, well, we'll say a good 3. 2nd and a short 7. Line of scrimmage just about the 40, the Melrose 40. Raymond on a comebacker, but that goes nowhere.
Ball carried by Jose Raymond.
Hitchman, David Hitchman, making the tackle for Melrose. Well, Warriors, 3rd down, and we're going to say 6. Right at this point, I think Coach Bogus has to make a decision. If he's going to run it here, is he going to run it twice? Or is he going to try to throw the ball? We'll see. Full house backfield. Curran calling signal. Curran gives it to Garrity. Garrity has stood up. Great defensive play right there. Great defensive play. Number 80, Bernard Fennell, 6'3", 185-pounder. Standing up Garrity. And Warriors send in the kicking team.
Fourth down, about 5.
And it looks like the Warriors are beckoning in one player. Looks like there might be one player shot. There he comes. And then Chip Sheeran out there. Chip Sheeran's going to be punted it, and he's probably be kicking it just from about his own 50. Good snap. Plenty of time. Nice high kick. Maeda going back. Ball bounces. Down by Fahey. Nice kick by Chip Sheeran. No return.
By number 20, Chip Sheeran.
But now,
Down to the 15-yard line.
Andy McNeely leads out this potent Melrose offense. Once again, Dan Foreman, number 34, has gained 1,259 yards himself this season. So he's a potent force, but if you key on him too much, McNeely can burn you because he can run and throw the ball. This Foreman, 3 or 4 Warriors, he's going to gain about, well, we'll wait. We'll wait and see.
Okay,
On the tackle.
Dan Foreman.
Play's going to be good for about. And when you really think about it, it's utterly amazing. On 124 carries, Foreman has gained 1,259 yards, 10-yard average. McNeely, tailback, fullback, he's going. He's got room. But Leone is able to chase him down. Mark Pizzuto. And there's what Foreman can do for you. Foreman and McNeely on the fake. The Warriors paying too much attention to, let's say, the more dominant players, Foreman and McNeely. And Pizzuto comes back on a counter play, carried out extremely well by McNeely. And Leone chased him down, but not until he got to the ball to the Warrior 40. Same lineup. Foreman and Pizzuto behind McNeely. Foreman going left. Foreman stumbles and gets about 4. Jose Raymond making the tackle. Also Mosher in there. Play was good for 2. Couple of new wideouts coming in there. Number 16, Orlando Pizzana came into the ball game right there. He goes wide left. Mike O'Hara wide left also. McNeely calling signals, rolling left, wanting to throw the ball. Now he's going to run it. And he's, looks like he's marked out of bounds, and it's going to be close to the first down. Chased out by Paul Mosher. But he's short of the first down. Melrose going to be 3rd down and maybe 2. So Melrose with the line of scrimmage at around the 33.
3rd down and 2 for Melrose.
And Melrose definitely in 2 down situation. McNeely calling signals. Blyler in motion. Forsman with the ball. He's stuck, but he's going to be close to the first down. With a good job right there. Sweeney.
Number 34, Dan Foreman.
Dick Sweeney. 6'1", 200-pound senior who has been missing the versatility this year for the Warriors. Started out as quarterback, made the change from the glory position to the hard-working position of playing defense, and then playing also the not-so-glorious role of being the lead block in a wishbone offense. But he's done it and done it well. 4th down and 1. Old Chief full house backfield. And the ball carry looked like Pizzuto. Pizzuto has the first down. Stopped by Sweeney again. But out of the full T backfield, Pizzuto came out and got more than necessary.
The Wakefield 27-yard line.
Line of scrimmage to 27. That is to say, the Warrior 27. Foreman stopped for a loss, or at least in the back close to it. Macy on the tackle.
The Foreman on the carry.
Well, no gain. 2nd and 10 Warriors. First period, really running away here. We're down to the 120 mark in the first period, no score. The ball has not been in the air yet. So the game is marching right by. Power I formation. McNeely this time looking to throw, rolling left. Looking, lets it go. Nice defensive play over there. Wow. Concessi. Mike Concessi. Boy, he had that man covered all the way. You could see it from our angle. And maybe one step away from being able to grab it. But boy, a nice defensive play there by Concessi. Another senior who's made a big contribution to the Warrior team. And a lot of people made contributions. This Warrior team that Ray Bogus took over with 1 or 2 returning players. Regardless of this game, they have had a successful year coming in here at 6-3. McNeely looking to throw it again. Screen play, trying to set it up. They got it rolled, but the ball is dropped. Ball is dropped. Intended for Mark Pizzuto. A lot of white-shirted Red Raiders there, but Raymond was there. Also, DeFeo was there. Fourth and 11, so the Warrior defense. Don Bogus coming out, which means that very probably another defensive back has gone in. So McNeely. And they gave it to Foreman. Try to bring the Warriors into thinking pass, and the Warriors make the play. Mark. Jose Raymond. Raymond making the tackle. So when you have a back that averages 10 yards a carry, I guess when you need 10 or 11, it's okay to go to him. But the Warriors up to the task. So now the Warriors take over. In the first period, showing just 47 seconds left. Garrity hit once, spun around, hit once by Murphy. Jim Murphy, 6 foot, 180-pound senior, making the stop, really hitting him. And then Pete Christopher coming up and finishing the task. 3 yards, though, 2nd and 7. Curran still has it on a roll. Curran cuts up, but he's going to get a couple. He had a trailer there. Raymond was trailing him for the option, but Melrose, I think, had the option man covered, so Curran come up there. That might be the last play of the period, and it is. So at the end of one period here at Landrigan Field, as Casey Wolf made that tackle on Curran. So at the end of one period, we have no score. And if the Warriors come in here as underdogs, they are right now have come and are going a long way to establish themselves as a very significant opponent for this Melrose Red Raider team. But I don't think Melrose came in here thinking that they had an easy game. Wakefield has played very well, except for the Winchester game, which we'll just push that one off and see what history will tell us about that. But the first period, they have looked, that is to say the Warriors, they have looked good. Melrose with one drive, but they were stopped. And then the Warriors in their second possession. And it's really amazing that each team had the ball once in the period. The Warriors getting it actually with probably about a minute, less than a minute to go in the first period. So in a very, very fast-moving game. One attempted pass thus far by Melrose. So the Warriors go back out in the field. Melrose coming back out in the field.
All 60 record hop tomorrow night, Friday, November 23rd, at the KSC Hall, West Foster Street, Melrose.
Sun-drenched.
Anyone who graduated from MHS.
Very crowded Landrigan Field.
Is invited. The cost is only $5 per
The
person.
Melrose side,
This guy's over.
red. Drenched in red. But once again, the colors of these teams, white and red, are red and white. Warriors with actually a red and gray. Now we got an I formation with Curran calling signals, Raymond deep in the eye. Curran on a keeper. Curran pitches over here. Frangillo, nice one-handed catch. Frangillo taken out of bounds at midfield. Taken out of bounds by Matt Dancewitz. But Frangillo with a nice one-handed grab. Another unsung. Maybe we got a replay. Here it is. Anthony Frangillo. Look at Curran roll. Pitches it back. Frangillo one-handed. Look at that. Frangillo coming up the sidelines. Knocked out of bounds. 1st and 10 Warriors. Curran on a keeper. Rolling. Curran. But he's going east to west. Curran going east to west and taken down by Bernard Fennell, number 1 of the Melrose tacklers. Also Matt Dancewitz in on the tackle. But Curran was going east to west and the field goes north to south. So it's a 2nd and 10 situation. Good job by Melrose there. The defense stretching it out. Raymond comes out. And that might be Leon in the backfield. This might be a pitch. Leon trying to spring Leon wide here. Leon cutting. Leon gets a couple. Mike Wenzel making the tackle for Melrose. Once again, this is Wakefield High Television, and we are very happy to bring you this game. We need to thank people like Stephen Larry, Jess Watts, Jason Gilroy, and Steve Larry, Jason Gilroy, Christine Botto, and Ted Kimball in the van, and Dr. Bob Bennett for putting it all together. And I need to thank Anthony Eppolito, who's doing all my spotting up here. Without him, we would not be able to work as efficiently as we try to. 3rd down. There's a pitch. Garrity going. Garrity with room, but Garrity's going to come up short. Garrity's going to come up to about the 38-yard line, bring it up a 4th down and about 3. Jim Murphy on the tackle. Also Casey Wolf. And this might be the first decision. It is 4th, and we're going to say 2. Line of scrimmage, 42-yard line. Well, and the Warriors send in the kicking team. So just about, and now Melrose, I think, takes time out. They may not quite believe that Wakefield is going to kick. Maybe the coach and staff is interested in setting up a defense which will cover both. That is to say, cover the kick and cover a fake. See Ray Bogus talking on the phones right now. Ray talking to Sweeney on the sidelines. Of course, it's an ideal situation for a fake, but one of the things you need to do is you need to keep the ball out of Melrose hands so you can say, all right, try to hold it. But the other thing you don't want to do against a potent offensive team is give them a short field. A punt would probably, a decent punt would give them maybe 80 yards to handle. Right now, they'd take it over at the 42 if the Warriors do up short. That's why coaches get paid a lot of money to make these critical decisions. Fourth and 2. Sweeney calling signals. And the Warriors are not even kidding. They're not even going to shut sign up. They are going. Curran, quarterback sneaks. And Curran's going to be very close, depending on the mark. And as I look across the field, it looks like they have the 1st down. Curran on a keeper. And it is a 1st down by Tommy Curran. A quarterback sneak for 2 yards. John Bernakis stopping Curran, but not until Tommy Curran kept the drive alive. It's ironic that the quarterback handles the football more than anybody on a team, but in most offenses, he is not accounted for defensively. 1st and 10 for the Warriors on the Melrose 40. Second period, 7:26 to go. Raymond running hard. Raymond chugging it down there. Stopped by Justin Maeda and Matt Dancewitz. But Raymond and the Warrior offensive line, once again, doing the job. 26-yard line. Deepest penetration, 1st and 10 Warriors. Same full house backfield. Looks like Leone on the left side. Curran looking to throw, looking for Frangillo down the middle, looking for Frangillo. And good pressure right there. Frangillo had a step or two, but Curran under a lot of pressure. Pressure coming from Brunell and also Dancewitz. Matt Dancewitz and Brunell putting pressure. If Tommy Curran had maybe another second or two. First pass for the Warriors. Frangillo broke out and was going over the middle on a post pattern. 2nd and 10. Good call right there. First down after running the ball. Play was there. Curran on a pitch. Bobbled again. Picked up by Leone. Leone picked it up. Almost lost it and got about 2 yards. Dancewitz on the tackle. Matt Dancewitz, 6 foot, 152-pound sophomore. So the clock at the 6:30 mark of the second period here at Landrigan Field. No score. Believe it or not, this is the 3rd possession of the game. Wakefield with 1 possession, punted. Melrose with 1 possession, failed on a 4th down play, and now the Warriors. Full house backfield, 3rd down and 8. Curran's going to roll right. Curran's looking for Frangillo. Looking, nobody there. 4th down. Good coverage there by Canizaro for Melrose. 4th and 8.
Ball is on the Melrose 25.
Line of scrimmage to 25, so I would have to think we're certainly not in field goal range. The Warriors need at least another 10 yards before they can start thinking field goal. So it's a 4th down play. Melrose had a play 4th and about 9. They went for it somewhere, and now the Warriors take timeout. So Sweeney either coming over to talk to Coach Bogus. Warriors take a timeout with 5:59 to go on the clock. And Tommy Curran comes over to talk to Coach Bogus. Curran installed as quarterback after 2 games, and Tommy's had a very, very successful year. He's run the ball well, passed the ball well. Stepping in as a junior, it only bodes well for next year. The Warriors with a good crew coming back next year. Ray Bogus certainly will be in a better position next year. They'll have the likes of Anthony Ippolito, who's up here on the injury list, but we're looking to see Anthony back there. I'll miss him if he's down in the field, but that's where he can make his contribution. But I certainly appreciate the contribution he's made helping me. But it is 4th down and 8 for the Warriors. 5:59 to go. Sweeney goes out wide. Looks like Leone and Raymond behind Curran. Raymond running hard, but Raymond digging hard. Raymond is not going to make the first down, though. Warriors try to go wide. That's their strength, but Melrose was able to fight it off, and Dan Foreman. Foreman, the outstanding tailback, also plays linebacker on defense. So Melrose will take over now. Melrose takes over all about their own 20. And this will be the second possession for Melrose. So each team now has had the ball twice. McNeely calling signals. Garrity making the tackle
We have 3. It'll be
on John Barstow, I believe. John Barstow, number 36, running there for Melrose. So Melrose coming out, second down and 7. Forsman on the Foreman. Foreman coming through, but he's going to gain about 3. He's got 3 or 4 Warriors there. Raymond, one of them. Macy looks like the other one. Mosher also. So Dan Foreman is finding plenty of company. And now Melrose sends in a couple of wideouts. Jason Williams. Jim Blyler. Howard Eddy, the big tight end. He's the favorite receiver. If he's going to throw, look for Eddy, number 84. McNeely rolled. He's got plenty of field. Now it's cut off. Sweeney doing a nice job. Sweeney doing a nice job, but I think McNeely might have got the first down over there. Depends on where he went out of bounds.
Ball carried by McNeely, and there's a penalty flag down.
Penalty flag. Raymond also in the tackle. Wait for the penalty. And as you look there on your screen now, you will look around and see the one and only Dr. Bennett keeping this operation together on top of the press box, risking life and limb. Penalty against the Warriors, so that would be the first down anyway. 4:26 to go with the clock running. Melrose on their own 35. Foreman. Foreman with room. Foreman's dangerous here. He's much dangerous. There he is. Leone on the chase. Leone stopped him in the pursuit. Macy.
Number 34,
And Matt Emerson. But Foreman. And that's what a 1,200-yard rusher can do for you. You're giving him enough, and he's going to burn you. So the ball down on the 31-yard line. Here's your replay here, and Foreman is very, very difficult. 1st and 10. Yep, back.
Ball carried by number 36, Barstow.
Barstow on the carry. Barstow gets about 5. Stopped by Pat Doyle.
Second down and 5.
The clock showing under 3.5 minutes to go. Barstow and Foreman. Foreman on a counter. Foreman. Wow, nice tackle there. That's Pat Doyle. Pat Doyle doing a good job there, cutting down Foreman. 3rd down and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line. The ball on the Warrior 25. McNeely has not thrown to his big tight end, Howard Eddy, 6'3", 220-pounder. Now he's tight end is wide left. McNeely rolls right. He's got room to run. Now he comes up under pressure and buried by a host of Warriors. Let's see if we can pick up. First one in there was Garrity, I believe. Garrity was the first one to break through there. DeFeo came in there. And then a whole bunch of red shirts. Pat Doyle. But Garrity came flying up from his linebacking spot there. And at this point made a significant play. Because instead of, here's the replay here. And you'll see McNeely rolling. And now there's the first Warrior. And Garrity, that's Garrity right there who got the left shoulder on. And now we have a timeout. Now we have a 2-minute warning. We have the 2-minute warning. So Garrity getting the left shoulder on McNeely as he rolled. And that was enough to cause McNeely to hold up, and then a lot of other red-shirted Warriors came and set up this 4th down and 9. Line of scrimmage, the ball resting right on the 30-yard line. The clock showing under 2 minutes to go, 1:59 to be precise. So it's a fourth down. McNeely with it. McNeely pitches. The pass is complete, but I believe the play is going to come up maybe a bit short. We'll have to wait and see. Pizzuto on the completion. We'll probably have a measurement here. Mike Concessi on a good tackle, but this is going to be very close.
Tackle is made by Concessi. We'll have a measurement.
As I look across at the chains, well, it's hard. It's very difficult to call. We'll just wait for the call. This is going to be a significant call with 1:49 to go, and it's going to be either 1st and 10 Warriors or 1st down by maybe a couple of inches. There's the chains being stretched out, and the Warriors held the play. 1st and 10 Warriors about 6 inches short. So Mike Concessi making the tackle and making it just where he needed to make it. So the Wakefield takes over on their own 20. Third possession for the Warriors. All have been deep. No turnovers in the game. And this is the point where the Warriors most certainly need to protect the ball. They're in a 0-0 ball game, and I don't think they need to really risk anything to try to get on the board too quickly. And that's Raymond working his way up. And Warriors take timeout.
Carried by Jose Raymond.
Peter Christopher making the tackle for. And the Warriors coming to the sideline.
2nd down and 2.
8 yards on that carry for the Warriors. Ray Bogus with sort of a dilemma here. He's looking at a clock which says 1:39 to go. He's in a 0-0 ball game, therefore he certainly would like to utilize this time. But does he risk putting the ball in the air? Does he risk a turnover and give Melrose an opportunity to possibly deflate his Warrior team, which is playing sound, exciting football right at this point? Coaching staff, I think, checking on the number of timeouts left. As we see on our, as you see the band moving down in position, but there's the Warriors, and they still have a minute and 39 worth of business to conduct. But the Championship Warrior Marching Band, and believe me, stay tuned at halftime, because they are good, under the direction of Kim Smith. Second down and 2. Full house backfield still. Warriors running it. Raymond coming left. Raymond has the 1st down.
Ball carried by Raymond for a 1st down.
But with the clock running, well, the clock is stopped right now. Now that it's running right now.
37 the
Warriors face with the dilemma. Melrose will gladly give them 6 or 7 yards because the clock shows 1:34. Does Wakefield want to risk throwing it? There's your answer. Curran looking to throw. Curran hangs up in the air, and the ball is going to be intercepted right there. Matt Dancewitz intercepting the ball at midfield. So the Warriors turn it over.
Intercepted by number 11, Matthew Dancewitz.
With 1:12 to go.
First down for Melrose, the ball at midfield.
So with 1:12 to go and a bunch of timeouts, Melrose with plenty of time to do damage. Ball directly at midfield. McNeely giving it to the up back. That's Pizzuto on the carry and Macy on the tackling. Melrose coming out without a huddle. 2nd and 8. McNeely looking to throw it. Got a man out there. Fazio. That's Williams. Jason Williams, number 2. Jason Williams. Leone on the defense for the Warriors. So we have a timeout on the field. Melrose with the timeout. 3rd down and, well, we'll take 2. Line of scrimmage, the 43. The Warrior 43-yard line.
To remind you once again, at halftime, you might want to stop by the Westfield Hall of Fame table, located at the end of the home bleachers at the north end of Landrigan Field. Applications and information.
This is the 3rd possession for the Melrose Red Raiders in the half. Each team with 3 possessions. The Warriors turned it over just a couple of plays ago. So the game has really been pretty even, very even. Melrose with the last opportunity with 48 seconds. And you just saw the replay on the interception. 3rd down. Quarterback still has it, looking deep over the middle. He's got a man out there. And the ball is caught and fumbled. And I think the play is going to be called down. The play is completed. Justin Maeda on the completion. The ball's rolled complete. And under the verbiage of football, the ground can't call a fumble. So 1st and 10 Melrose. The ball at about the 18. McNeely looking. McNeely's got a man on a post pattern out there. And Leone, interception. What a great, great play right there. Mike Leone with the ball a half a step behind him. Mike Leone saved the bacon. So McNeely throws it. His receiver was running a post pattern. Here's your replay maybe right here. Mark this one down in your memory bank. Look at this. Man with Leone, the ball is a little bit behind Leone. Nice play. With 30 seconds to go now, I would probably think Warriors will be maybe not trying to do a whole lot here. Garrity takes it over from the 20. And we're down to 22 seconds, and I'm not certain the Warriors will make any extra effort to get another play off deep in their own territory. On a gorgeous sun-drenched field here. The clock's ticking down, and that will be the last play of the half. So both teams are going to go to the locker room, score 0-0, and that's a boost for the Wakefield Warriors as they come into this game an underdog, but they have played the Melrose Red Raiders dead even. And that's a tribute to the coaching staff, a tribute to the maturity of the team, a tribute to the seniors who have to lead the way. As you look across the field, we see Dick Sweeney going off, one of the outstanding leaders of this team. But a lot of the seniors have contributed well. Concessi has done extremely well on behalf of the Warriors. Casoli, injured, but still leading the team. So this is Tom Merchant as the band. The Wakefield Warrior Marching Band and the Melrose Band will get ready for the traditional Thanksgiving show, and these young men and women from both schools work equally hard. So with the score 0-0, let me turn this halftime show over to the talented bands of the respective schools, and we will see you for the second half shortly in a 0-0 ball game.
gentlemen, it's time to check your tickets because it's 50-50 time. First place, winner of $200, Arlene Broberg of Melrose. Arlene Broberg of Melrose, 200. Once again, the winners can claim their prize in the press box.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the teams have returned after a great halftime show. The Melrose Band and the Warrior Band. The Warrior Band, led by drum major Peter Light and Sharon Phipps, color guard Captain Pam Dickinson, percussion captain Dana Elliott, all under the direction of the very able Tim Smith. And the Warrior fans most certainly appreciate the contribution the band made to the morale and the support they've given the team.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The first half ending with no score, a very even first half. Each team with 3 possessions, each team with 1 interception. So really no decided advantage. Both teams with 1 reasonably deep thrust into the opponent's territory. That is to say, the Warriors get down to around the 20, 22, 23 yard line, and Melrose get down to the Warrior 20, and their drive was stopped on an interception by Mike Leone. So the game now has been reduced to a 20-minute ball game. I think at this point, Coach Bogus for the Warriors has to be happy, certainly coming in here as somewhat of an underdog. And if I read the toss of the coin as the game started, I think Melrose deferred, so I would believe that Wakefield will be kicking off and Melrose will be receiving. Captain's going out there. Wind not a factor today. Sun may be a factor. A bright sunshine. And Melrose will be receiving, and they'll be going from your right to left.
Once again, I'd like to remind Melrose High School class of 1965.
The Warrior captain coming back in, Sweeney, Concessi, and the injured Mike Casola.
KFC Hall on West Foster Street in Melrose from 8 to midnight. Anyone who graduated from NHS in the 60s is invited. Cost is $5 a person and dress is casual.
So Wakefield has done a outstanding job thus far in the ball game in keeping Dan Foreman under wraps. He did have 1 run of about 30 yards. But when you're looking at a tailback who came in with 1,200 plus yards, averaging 10 yards a carry, then you have to give tribute to the Wakefield defense. You have to give tribute to the coaches whose schemes are working up to this point. Now the game becomes a game of adjustments. What do the respective coaches do? What do they try to change? As DeFeo is getting ready to kick it off for the Warriors. Chris DeFeo, another one of the unsung players on this team. Chris has done a lot of work at nose guard this year. He's done a good job in the kicking game, kicking off. He also has 19 assisted tackles and 11 unassisted tackles. So he made a defensive contribution as well.
In the second half, each for Melrose,
the Warrior defensive line.
Dan Foreman, number 34.
Done a good job here. That's Bogus,
And number
Driscoll,
44, Mark Pope.
DeFeo in there, Cook in there, Macy in there, Doyle in there. They've all done the job when called upon. If you look back there, you can see Dan Foreman back there for, and also Mark Poopy. They're the deep men for Melrose as we're down to a 20-minute ball game. And DeFeo hits it. Squib kick. Kick bounced around, picked up. Picked up by Mike O'Hara. And Mike O'Hara is stopped by Scott Roberto, making a contribution on the kickoff team.
Stopped by number 40, Jason Beatty.
The ball just about on the 30-yard line. So Melrose takes over on their own 30.
For the Red Raiders on their own 30.
Foreman going right. And 2 or 3 Warriors picked up a couple. Raymond getting up out of the bottom of the pile. Also Sweeney in there. Play was good for a couple.
Ball carried by Foreman. Will be second down. And about 7.
Foreman again. Left. Stopped by another host of red-shirted Warriors. Eric Driscoll. Also Pat Doyle.
Carried by Foreman.
Eric Driscoll, another unsung hero in that line. 6'3", 230 pounds. Has played just about the whole season 2 ways. Eric with 15 assisted tackles and 13 unassisted tackles. Has been one of the quiet, unassuming leaders of this team. 3rd down and 3. Weiler in motion. Foreman going right. Foreman with room. Foreman's got a lot of room. Foreman's got space. Foreman's running. And coming in to make the stop is Mike Concessi. Once again, Foreman going right and cutting back.
Brought down by Concessi. First down, Melrose on the Wakefield 30.
And once again, Foreman with about a 30-yard run. The second time he's gone for about 30 yards, giving Melrose a 1st and 10 on the Warrior 30. Up back this time. That's Barstow, John Barstow. Stopped by Garrity.
Ball carried by number 36, John Barstow. Tackle made by Garrity and Moshe. Second down and 7.
2nd and 7. Foreman stopped at the line of scrimmage. Garrity and Macy. Garrity and Macy. We got a flag there. I think the flag's going to be against Melrose. I'm not certain. But we do have a call there. And one thing Warriors don't need, and Melrose doesn't need, is personal fouls. But I believe we might have one here against Melrose. A little extracurricular activity. But we'll wait for we don't know if this is going to be offsetting or if it's going to be, we'll wait. There's the signal, personal foul, Melrose, and it is
against Melrose.
So that brings the ball back to the 42-yard line and changes. Becomes 3rd down. 3rd down. That down will count. That was a dead ball foul. 3rd and 21. Line of scrimmage. Melrose on the Wakefield 42. McNeely looking. He's got a man out there. And Almost, but almost. That was Justin Maeda. Concessi on the coverage. But Maeda had about a half a step. Here it is. Bailey lets it go. Could have been caught. Concessi doing a good job. 4th and 21. And Melrose in punt formation, and I believe they will punt this. The punt coming over, kicking it left, trying to kick it away from Leone. Leone's going to let it go smartly, and the ball's going to be an excellent punt from Melrose. Going to put the ball inside the Warrior 10. I believe that line of scrimmage is going to be about the 10.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Might be just about the 8-yard line. But the Warriors with their first possession.
First down, Whitfield for the 7-yard line.
So the Warriors need to work it out of here. They don't want to lose the battle of field positions. Raymond. Sweeney, I believe. Sweeney. Maeda on the tackle.
Ball carried by number 4, Chris DeFeo.
That's DeFeo, sorry. DeFeo. Chris DeFeo in there at fullback. And DeFeo with a big 8-yard gain.
8 yards, second down and 2.
Now Sweeney comes in, DeFeo out. Good run right there by DeFeo. That's a big 8 yards when you're operating from your own 8. And the Warriors going right at Melrose. Concessi. And Murphy on the tackle for Melrose. And it's a first down. So that's 2 outstanding offensive plays, especially by Chris DeFeo, getting the 8 yards. When you're running first down in your own 8, that's a tough call, hard yardage. Garrity goes in. Emerson goes in. Concessi out.
Ball is on the 19-yard line, first and 10.
First and 10, the Warriors just short of their own 20. Third period, 0-0 here at Landrigan Field. Sweeney going in motion. Concessi going to get just back to the line of scrimmage. Murphy, Jim Murphy on the tackle. Jim Murphy, 6'1", 180-pound senior. Well, that was Leone, it's 22, not 32. Fahey going in, bringing the play in. Emerson comes out. Second down and 9. That's Leone. Leone's going to get about 7.
Ball carried by Leone.
Kurt Beardsley. Kurt Beardsley on the tackle for Melrose. Third down and a shot 3.
Bring up a third down, about 2.
Raymond going in. Leone coming out. The Warriors trying a couple of plays. Would like to get Leone across the line of scrimmage into the Melrose secondary and let him turn it on from there. Raymond, power sweep coming this way. And looks like he has the first down.
The pitch was to number 34, Jose.
Dave Canizaro knocking Raymond out of bounds, but the Warriors with their second first down.
34.
So once again, the Warrior offense doing the job, taking over on their own 8, and now have it out. We'll call it just short of the 35-yard line. But the offense doing the job, keeping the ball away from Melrose. First and 10. That was Sweeney.
Handoff is to number 9, Dick Sweeney.
Sweeney's going to gain a couple. Pete Christopher, 6'2", 200-pound junior, making a tackle for Melrose. After Sweeney gains a couple. Leone coming out. 2nd and 8. Raymond going in the ball game, bringing the play in. He'll give it to Sweeney. Sweeney will call the play, and Curran will execute it from his quarterback position. Wishbone backfield, full house. Garrity and Raymond behind Sweeney. Throw, ball is attempted to Raymond. Incomplete. Curran on the roll, Murphy on the coverage. So that'll put the Warriors in a 3rd and a long 8. Let's say 3rd and 9. Line of scrimmage, we'll say to 35. Nothing to nothing here. And this game really flying with 3:22 to go in the 3rd period. Leone in the backfield. Garrity rolling left. Garrity, but Garrity going to come up just to the line of scrimmage. 4th down, Warriors.
Okay, by Michael Garrity.
Warriors will be kicking. Matt Dantzwitz done a nice job for Melrose defense. Dantzwitz, a 6'1", 152-pound sophomore. And the Warriors will be sending in Sharon to do the punting. Chip Sharon. Good snap, pressure, good high kick. Melrose, fair catch. Fair catch at the 38, and there's a flag, and that's going to be against the Warriors. Interfering with a fair catch. You can't touch that man. So the Warriors will give up some yardage here. The ball was caught at the 38. Ray Bogus is signaling, I think, that he felt the player was pushed into the receiver, but it's a 5-yard penalty, so it's not dramatically significant. It gives Melrose possession on their own 44.
Melrose has a first and 10 from their own 44-yard line.
Second possession for Melrose in the second half. 2:40 to go. Dan Foreman has had 2 30-yard runs, and the Warriors will still be paying attention to him. That's Mark Pizzuto, fullback, lined up in front of Foreman. Foreman with the ball. Foreman with room. Foreman's going to gain about 9, 8. Fahey on the tackle.
Tackle by number 81, Bob
Robert
Fahey.
Fahey, another quiet, unsung player on this team. 6 foot, 185-pound senior. He has 22 assisted tackles this year and 6 unassisted tackles. Another quiet contributor to the success of this, what started out as a young Warrior team. They have matured and are playing extremely well. 2nd and 3. Up back this time. That's Pizzuto. Pizzuto's going to, looks like he has the first down. Jose Raymond making the stop. Well, I said first down, but they're going across to take a look. And they're not. It is third down. They're down in 1. Line of scrimmage on the Wakefield side of the field, we'll say the 46-yard line. 1:27 to go, 3rd quarter. Foreman on a counter. Foreman with room. Raymond. But Foreman has the first down, but Raymond with a ankle tackle. Also Leone. First down, Melrose. Line of scrimmage, the 44-yard line. No score at Landrigan Field. Full house backfield. The old T. Counter play. That's Eric Driscoll. That's Eric Driscoll putting the grab on Melrose Mark Pulpe.
44, Mark Pulpe.
Mark Pulpe
Tackle made by
barely
Driscoll.
just about to the line of scrimmage. Melrose shows that old
Second down.
full house, three backs across the line in the backfield, the old T formation. We'll call it 2nd and 10. Clock running, under a minute to go. Foreman with room. Foreman. And Foreman will have his average there as Raymond and Moshe make the tackle. Driscoll also.
First down, Melrose at the
First down.
32.
Wakefield 32. Line of scrimmage, the Warrior 32. That's the up back. Pizzuto. Mark Pizzuto.
Mark Pizzuto carries.
Pat Doyle on the tackle. Pat Doyle, a sophomore, 6'1", 185. And that's the end of the third period. So at the end of 3 periods here in Landry Field, we have no score. Melrose on a drive. Line of scrimmage for 25. Pat Doyle has had a outstanding year. Played a lot of football for a senior. 15 assisted tackles and 5 unassisted tackles. So now we're down to a 10-minute ball game as the teams will change ends of the field. Melrose with a good drive going right now. This is Melrose's second possession of this half. They took the opening kickoff of their own 30 and ended up punting. And the Warriors took possession deep in their own territory, worked it out, and punted it, and Melrose took over, ended up taking over on their own 44. And this is the drive they're on right now. So we're down to a 10-minute ball game, which I believe at this point is a surprise to many people. I really feel that most pundits thought that Melrose would come in here and have a much easier time than this. So you can give credit to start with the coaching staff, but the players have to do the execution. The defense and the offense, the team, that's where the capital team has done everything Coach Bogus could ask of them. In fact, they've done pretty much that all year. So the sun, a big factor in the, and I try to give you quality pictures, but we will keep working at it, and our capable crew, under the direction of Ted Kimball and Dr. Bennett, most certainly will do everything possible. And we thank the Wakefield High television crew, Steve Leary, Jessica Watts, Jason Gilroy, Christine Votto. Here we go, 2nd down, and now we have a timeout Melrose on a 2nd down and 4. So that has to be a situation where the quarterback, McNeely, came out with a play called, and the defense he was looking at was not in sync with what Melrose was thinking of running. So now McNeely comes back in. Line of scrimmage just about the Warrior 25. Fourth period. Nothing here at Landrigan Field. Foreman and Macy. Derek Macy putting a stick on him. Macy, a 5'8", 220-pound senior. Moshe come out and helped up, but Macy played a real solid season. 21 assisted tackles, but 18 unassisted tackles. Outstanding year for Derek. Back at that nose guard, and he's done extremely well in that unsung position. Third down. Melrose in a 2-down situation here. Foreman stumbles and gets the first down. Leone tripped him up. But Foreman with the first down. So Melrose in the deepest drive by either team thus far.
Ball to the Wakefield 19-yard line, first and 10.
Melrose on the 19. That's just about as deep as either team has been thus far in the ball game. Fourth period, no score. Up back. Pizzuto keeping it, going up the middle.
Pizzuto, number 49, carry.
And Macy making the tackle.
Tackle by Macy and Leone.
That'll give Melrose a 2nd down and 6. A couple of fresh players coming in the ball game for Melrose.
2nd down and 6.
Foreman coming back. Foreman. And it's stacked up. Maybe got a yard or two. I see Moshe getting up. I see Eric Driscoll getting up. And I see Garrity on the bottom.
Foreman, the ball carrier.
So Foreman trying to cut back on a cutback, but the Warriors staying at home. So now it's a 3rd down and 5.
Long with Garrity. 3rd down and 5.
Jason Williams just came in for Melrose. Couple of wideouts going left. Williams, number 2, Blyler left, number 3. 3rd down and 4. Foreman up the middle. Foreman's working. Foreman's down to about the 4.
Ball carried by Foreman.
Sweeney riding him out of bounds. But Foreman showing his strength, and it'll be 1st and goal.
First and goal to go. From
So
the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, Melrose. Line of scrimmage appears to be about the 5. Pizzuto stacked up after a couple.
And off to Mark Pizzuto.
Mark Pizzuto, 5'11", 180-pound junior. Probably got 1. Well, as I look, looks like they're actually marking it back a little bit. He might have lost about almost a half a yard. 2nd down and goal. Fahey. Robert Fahey making the tackle. Warriors getting right, digging deep here on defense. 2nd and goal. Pitch out, Foreman with room, but Foreman is taken down.
Pitch out to Foreman.
That's Concessi. And if Concessi doesn't make that tackle, Foreman is waltzing in the end zone. But he did get about,
3rd down and goal.
boy, he got about 4. So looks like it's about a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Nothing here at Landrigan Field. Just about 6 minutes on the clock. Pizzuto. And he didn't make it. No signal yet. Mark Pizzuto. 4th down and 1. Derek Macy stepping in and doing the job right there for the Warriors. 4th down, and as I look across at George Heck's mark, it looks like the ball is inside the 1. And now we're going to have a timeout, Wakefield. Macy right there, you saw the replay. Derek Macy. So now the Warriors on a 4th down play. Well, Well, you don't have to say a whole lot here with a scoreless ball game, under 6 minutes to go. Melrose with most certainly the best opportunity either team has had, facing a fourth down. The Warriors needing absolutely a supreme defensive effort. The key here is the Warrior defensive line. They need to win the battle. They need to create the push on their side of the ball. That means that Macy, Driscoll, Doyle, well, it would seem, logic would dictate, if you have a runner who averages 10 yards a game, a run, and you need a half a yard, he's the back you would go to. Here it is. Pizzuto did not make it. Mark Pizzuto stopped by a host of Warriors. Jose Raymond nailed Mark Pizzuto, and a bunch of red shirts came in there with him. Eric Driscoll, Mosher. So we got Raymond, Mosher, and Driscoll. The biggest single defensive play of the Warriors this year. So they will take over 1st and 10 on their 1. Here's the replay here. And the defensive line, the Warrior defensive line, wins the battle. The push comes this way. And wow, he didn't even get to the line of scrimmage. But the Warriors still not out of the trouble here. They need to get it out of this hole. That's Raymond. And that's great running right there by Jose Raymond. Matt Dancerwood. But boy, first down, 10 yards. That's a gigantic 10 yards for the Wakefield Warriors. And give credit to the offensive line right there, as they gave Raymond a chance. 1st and 10, Warriors on their 10. Clock just hitting the 5-minute mark. Play is going to be good for a couple. And that's Concessi. Concessi getting a couple, stopped by Peter Christopher.
32, Mike Concessi. Gain 3, 2nd down and 7.
So the clock running, under 5 minutes to go, unofficially 4:35 to go. Warriors with the ball deep in the territory, 0-0. But Garrity's going to get just about maybe a yard. Stopped by Jim Murphy from Melrose.
Mike Garrity, the ball carrier.
That play gained about, well, just about maybe a yard. Warriors 3rd down. Concessi going in the ball game. Garrity coming out. So once again, Coach Bogus with a sort of a critical decision. 3rd down. He's got to get 7 because he want to risk the pass here. Raymond in a deep eye formation. Concessi joins him. Raymond the deep back. Sweeney in motion. Curran keeps it. He's rolling. Under pressure, Curran ducks. Curran working, but he's not going to get enough for the 1st down. Peter Christopher on the tackle. That'll bring in the punting team. So the Warriors will be punting.
It'll be 4th down and about 4.
So the Warriors got it out of the hole, but they're not out of the woods yet. Sharon will be punting probably from about his 5. Good snap. Sharon, nice punt. Ball bounces. The Warrior bounces downfield. And that ball will be down at the 45-yard line. Nice punt by Chip Sharon. Under pressure. Got it out of there. No return. Coach Bogus could not have asked for more. So the line of scrimmage, Melrose taking over on their own 44-yard line. Melrose with its third possession of the half, this second half, on their own 44. We're 0-0. The clock showing 2:51 to go. One of the things that Warriors have to be careful of, Andy McNeely, 6'2", 184-pound senior, can throw the ball, but he gives it to Foreman. Foreman going left. Foreman is stumbling forward. He gets to the 50. Motion on the tackle.
For the Raiders. Out to the 49-yard line.
Second down and 6.
Second down and 5.
And, well, Melrose with the timeout. Melrose over there, talking to Melrose staff, and in your picture you see the Warriors talking to their coaching staff, making sure their defensive alignment. Wakefield most certainly aware of the passing ability of McNeely. He's just missed on 1 or 2 passes. Just missed. So it puts a lot of pressure on the cornerbacks for the Warriors. Leone, Concessi. Warriors probably in a lot of man-to-man coverage here. So most certainly they don't want to let anything get behind them. There's Concessi out in the right corner. Sweeney in the middle. Raymond out in the left. Leone out in the left in the corner. Raymond in the linebacker spot there. So we have a second down. Second down and 5. Ball right at midfield. McNeely looking to throw. Pressure. Now he's got out of it. Now he can run. But he's just back to the line of scrimmage. Raymond came up and met him. Macy was there. And also Fahey and DeFeo. Third down. Melrose coming out. No huddle. Third down and 5. McNeely looking to throw out here. Looking it out. And the ball is incomplete. Good coverage there by Leone.
It's Leone defending against Mike O'Hara, the receiver.
Mike O'Hara, the intended receiver. Now Melrose in a dilemma. 2 minutes to go. What are they going to do? Do they want to give the Warriors a chance at a short field? If Melrose opts to go here and they don't connect, the Warriors will take over with 50 yards to go for the chance to win the ball game. So it's a critical decision for Melrose, and it appears with the substitutes coming in here, Melrose is going to punt the ball. It is 4th down and 5. 4th and 5, 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Melrose lining up in punt formation. McNeely back there. He's also the quarterback. There's an up fake. There's a ball snapped up. And it's going to be good for the first down. And the Warriors caught a little shot on that play, I believe, not being aware that it was a good opportunity for Melrose.
The first down carry, number 44, Mark Pulpe.
Mark Pulpe on the up back. McNeely was back there. He's a quarterback, but the fake worked, and the Warriors will have to dig in deeper on defense. Coach Bogus saying something to the officials, but the play stands as it is. And Melrose coming out. Just 2 minutes to go. McNeely rolling back, looking. And the ball is knocked down by DeFeo. Pass intended for Howard Eddy, the tight end. That stops the clock.
Incomplete. It'll be second down and 10. The ball is on the Wakefield 44-yard line.
Here's the replay here. And DeFeo gets his left hand on this just to reach out and knock it down. Good play by Chris. Second and 10, under 2 minutes. McNeely, high formation. McNeely still has it over the middle. Eddie can't hold on to it. Eddie cannot hold on to it. Leone was there. Eddie with a chance to grab it. Good pressure right there on quarterback McNeely, though, by the Warriors.
Pass is incomplete. Third down.
Once again, let me give credits to Wakefield High Television. Stephen Leary, Jess Watts, Jason Kilroy, Christine Botto, and Ted Kimball and Dr. Bennett. So Jess Watts, Jason, and Stephen have all done marvelous work for us. We appreciate it.
Third down and 10.
We hope. Third and 10. I would have to guess in this situation with 1:52 to go, Melrose in a 2-down situation. Foreman grabbed by Raymond, and then DeFeo comes in.
Foreman on the carry.
Melrose right back to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down.
Fourth down and 9.
And now we have a stoppage.
Timeout Melrose.
Timeout Melrose. So this game, here's the replay right here. Foreman and Raymond in there, and then DeFeo making sure. And with Foreman, you need to make sure. So Melrose with a 4th and 9. They're going to go for it, undoubtedly. If they should fail, the Warriors would take over with 1:35 right now on the clock. So they might have probably about 1.5 minutes, give or take a little bit. Adequate time maybe to move the ball downfield. And once again, the Warriors with another offensive weapon that if they can get it down into maybe the 20-yard line range, it might be in Raymond's field goal range. But this play is the Warriors must stop. 4th down, 9. McNeely rolling left. Pressure. Fahey lets it go. Sweeney there. Dick Sweeney knocks it away from Howard Eddie. Good pressure up front, and Dick Sweeney right there. Fahey, Robert Fahey, number 81, coming in. So here's the replay. Look at Sweeney, right-handed up there. Knock it down. Nice play. Both ends there. Fahey, now the Warriors take over. 1st and 10. The line of scrimmage is the Warriors on their own 44, and the clock showing 1:29. The Warriors with all their timeouts. So we are right down to the nitty-gritty here. And now Wakefield takes timeout. So Ray Bogus wanted to be certain of what he wants to do. Melrose going to the sideline. So Ray Bogus can be thinking maybe in what I just mentioned. With the line of scrimmage, his own 42, maybe down to the 15 to 20-yard line. He'd be glad to settle for Jose Raymond attempted a field goal to win the ball game. Raymond with pretty good range. In practice, I know Raymond kicked the ball from about the 25-yard line. That's actually a 35-yard field goal. I'm not certain exactly his exact range, but I certainly don't think it goes beyond that. But the Warriors really have a lot of time, 1:29 unofficially on the clock, but they have, at least I believe, all of their timeouts, which means it can give them plenty of time And now they send out Leone wide right. Curran rolling. Leone on a reverse. One man here for Melrose. And it's no good, out of bounds. And there's a flag thrown over here by the referee, and that's going to be an out of bounds hit, personal foul. But that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. At least if I read it correctly, coming from the referee, it's going to be a personal foul. Here's the replay here. Warriors trying to set up Mike Leone on a reverse. Here comes Leone deep. Leone coming around. Now, if you watch here carefully, Leone's here. There's the late hit right there. Personal foul. Jim Murphy pleading his case. Big penalty. Line of scrimmage now, the 39-yard line. First and 10. Plenty of time. Minute 21 unofficially. Curran rolling back, looking to throw. Hangs it up there, and the ball shot. That ball slipped off of Curran's hand. Gerd Beardsley there. And fortunately for the Warriors on that play that the ball slipped out, because I believe if it hadn't, Beardsley was there to intercept it. So the Warriors with a second down and 10. Curran now in a shotgun. Curran looking, Curran throwing. And that's Leone. And the clock is stopped. Line of scrimmage to 30. Shot of the first down, though. Shot of the first down. Peter Christopher. The Warriors right out quickly. Warriors out quickly. One thing they need to, and now we have a official timeout, and I believe they're going to measure for the first down. Now we'll see Curran here. If we get a replay. Curran out of the shotgun, looking left, lets it go. Leone, and Leone is knocked forward. Looks like he's across the 30, so it's going to be very close to the first down, which is why the officials have called for the measurement. It gives the Warriors a time to steal a timeout as they measure this. They'll be ready to go when the ball is marked for play. Looks like they come up about a half-a-yard shot. So it's a third down. So Coach Bogus, with timeouts, needs to think about two things: getting the first down, keeping the drive alive. Well, certainly the most exciting game played up in Landrigan Field in a long time. The Warriors out of the huddle, but the officials haven't set the chains. And now we have Sweeney back there with Curran. Curran barking out signals. Warriors need a first down. Curran looking. Curran pitching it out to Sweeney. It's behind him. Sweeney is grabbed, but a great defensive play right there by Jim Murphy. And the Warriors will take timeout again. Ball was just slightly behind Dick Sweeney, and when he turned to get it, it gave Murphy a chance.
It'll be a fourth down.
And now the Warriors, that play lost about 4. So once again, the Warriors with 57 seconds to go. Fourth down and 4, and they're resetting the clock. So and there it is, 53 seconds. Pitch, there's the ball of Sweeney, but with slightly behind him, Murphy was flying up there, and I'm not even certain if Sweeney had caught that on the other side and without twisting around. Murphy was coming in there pretty hard. So fourth down for the Warrior coaching staff. Frangillo in there. So it's a... Well, here we are, 53 seconds. That's the exact time left in the ball game. No score here at Landrigan Field. Warriors 4th down and 4. Line of scrimmage, the Melrose 33. Concessi comes out. The ball on the hash mark towards the Melrose sideline. Sweeney in motion. Raymond running, but he's going to be shot. He's going to come up short as Wakefield went to a bread and butter play, the power right, and come up about a yard shot. So Melrose with a glimmer of hope. Michael Wenzel on the stop. And once again, let me give thanks to Anthony Eppolito for some outstanding work in the booth here, giving me a huge hand in spotting here.
Player short of the first down.
Player short of the first down. So Melrose takes over with 47 seconds to go.
Ball on their own 30-yard line.
Melrose on their own 30. But Melrose will probably come out throwing, but once again, possibly. But Dan Foreman is a threat on some sort of a draw. Get him into the secondary. McNeely looking out here. He's got a man out here. The pass is complete. The play is good.
Number 29, Justin Mayetta.
That's Justin Mayetta. And that's not enough for the first down, but it will be second down and probably about, well, they mark it a first down. Yes, it is. 1st and 10, but the first down is not too relevant. It would be second in the foot, but it's first down. Melrose looking out here, and their ball is right into the Warrior bench. Second down.
Pass intended for Mayetta, incomplete. Second down and 10.
All right, 2nd and 10. We're at 34 seconds. Melrose with the ball in their own 40. Dick Sweeney playing safety, and a deep safety. The Warriors need to keep everything in front of them. And once again, be aware of Foreman. McNeely. And sack time! Jose Raymond taking down McNeely. Derek Macy in there also. Warriors with a timeout. Here's the replay here. Warriors with a timeout.
Third down and long for Melrose.
So now it's 3rd down and 20. But with 19 seconds, it's going to take a turnover. Well, I don't know. If Melrose opts for 2 pass plays, the Warriors could get the ball back. But I would have to believe Melrose would go for 1 play. If they don't get it, they would certainly, I can't say certainly, but my thinking would say they would punt it out of that territory rather than give the Warriors any hope. Melrose out of the huddle. 3rd down and 20. McNeely calling signals. McNeely looking, pressure. And it's Pat Doyle. Warriors with a timeout. The clock showing 7 seconds.
Back to the 20-yard line.
The clock showing 7 seconds. Well, Melrose most certainly now needs to punt it out of there. And I guess with this situation,
Wakefield takes timeout.
the Warriors, my guess would put 11 men on the line of scrimmage. Blow everybody in there. I would say the Warrior team can just blow everybody in there and take a shot. Take a shot, you get somebody in there and block the punt. Of course, there is another option here for Melrose. Maybe they will opt not to punt. They might opt to try to kill the 7 seconds, send it back to the punter and let him, McNeely, let's say a talented player like McNeely, maybe get the ball, and if they ran it, the Warriors would probably get one play on the change of possession and maybe none. So it's well, the Warriors setting up, expecting Melrose to go for it here. But we'll wait to see what set Melrose comes out in. The last time they had this situation, McNeely went deep, that is in the formation, set up the punt, and now he's setting up again to punt. So McNeely will punt it out of there. There it is, and there's Mike Leone. Mike Leone at the 42. Leone going left. Leone coming back. Leone still running. Leone, but he's got a load of white shirts, and that's probably going to be the end of the ball game. I'm going to guess that that's the end of the ball game. And here at Landrigan Field, in a great ball game, a great effort by the Wakefield Warriors. Probably neither team extremely happy, but a 0-0 ball game in one of the best ball games we've had up here at Landrigan Field. An extremely well-played game. If moral victories count, the Warriors, certainly coming in here an underdog, did a masterful job in defending Dan Foreman. Dan Foreman had a couple of 30-yard runs, but other than that, they held him in check. They held McNeely in check. And you got to give credit to the seniors for the Warriors. So as the teams go up there shaking hands, they'll go home to enjoy a Thanksgiving Day dinner and this large crowd, most certainly the largest of the year and maybe the largest in a couple of years here at Landrigan Field. So on behalf of Wakefield High Television, let me thank Anthony Ippolito once again for his work as my spotter. Let me thank the Warner Wakefield High Television, Stephen Leary, Jess Watts, Jason Kilroy, Christine Botto, Ted Kimball in the van, and Dr. Bob Bennett. So this is Tom Merchant saying happy Thanksgiving, and we hope you enjoyed our broadcast.